The deep stack and the short-handed game are probably two of my favourite games to play throughout the year. The deep stack purely because you have so much action and you have so many chances to make mistakes and still be in the game, which I have done this weekend. I certainly would. If Brian would sponsor me into the next one now, I'll gladly represent D4. I'll put a big sticker on me and they can say what they like about me, no problems. I mean, the structure is great, all the levels are there. With a 50 grand starting stack, it's very easy for the organisers to, let's call it a little cheat, by starting the blinds off at 51, but they don't. They put everything in, and every no blinds are jumped or skipped, and it's a 4-day event. It's a 50 quid reg, and you just can't get value like that. It's unbelievable. I'm having a ball. I've abused at least 6 nationalities this weekend. They've all taken it well, mainly because they don't understand me, which is what I try to achieve. And I have to say, the French guys, and you hear a lot of things about France and Parisians and everything else, the French guys that I've met over the last few years here at this event have been outstanding. They're the most sporting guys. They give a round of applause when people are leaving the tables, and they're great guys to play with. Absolutely no. Poker, I have to say, well, Danny, who does the blogging, when you look that good and you walk around the room and you swagger, he has a swagger about him. And I don't know if it's a crush, and I consider myself 85-90% straight. But, you know, Danny Maxwell, he drags me down to about 20% of non-straightness, and, you know, yeah, that'd be my crush, I think, on poker. Biggest live win is not actually a win. It's a 9th finish in the Irish Open in 2009 for 40 grand. So that'd be it. But I'm consistently, I'm probably known as the greatest min casher in the world. So I'm happy enough just ticking along, and hopefully it pays for itself. Definitely Spider-Man. My respect in poker would be a lot of the old school guys, the likes of Scott Gray, the likes of even the likes of Liam, the older guys who are still there putting in the hours on the poker tournament. Mick McCluskey. Mick is 194 years of age and he's still playing poker today. And like, all joking aside, it's incredible for these guys who are more like, I mean, I find it fairly tiring after 12 hours mentally and physically at a poker table, 4 days. These guys are able to do it, and there's not a bat on them. And they've also had to readjust their games to what we call the new game. So my hat goes off to these guys. When all the young internet guys and the young guys who are making it big at the moment, if they're still knocking around cashing in big in live poker events when they're in their 50s and 60s and 70s, then my hat will go off to them as well. But I'd be well dead by then anyway. Well, you know what, I actually can. My solicitor, I only rang my solicitor 5 minutes ago, which he really appreciated at 1:45 in the morning. There's a lot of stuff going on at the moment. I can't mention the person who is involved, Breffney, and you know, we're going to go to court, and he's going to come out and he's going to start talking about that he went to the World Cup in New Zealand and he cycled for charity all around. He's going to come out with the usual bullshit, and he's going to try and get the sympathy vote off them. But he's dealing with Phil the Power Baker, and I hope he has a few quid because it's coming home with me.